Hello. Today I'll be talking about the theorist Rollo May. Rollo May was one of the most important figures in existential psychologists in history. His contributions was his principal. He was a principal American spokesman of European existential thinking as it applied to psychotherapy. He believes psychotherapy should be aimed at helping people discover the meaning of their lives and should be concerned with the problem of being rather than with problem solving. Rollo May's theories were several. May took the view that modern people frequently run away both from making choices and from assuming responsibilities. What is existentialism? Existentialism is the existence that takes precedence over essence, meaning that the process and growth are more important than the product and the stagnation. Rollo believes that the therapist's task is to help individuals find ways to contribute to the betterment of society in which they live. May uses some traditional existential terms slightly different than others and invents new words for some of the existentialisms of old ideas. For example, destiny is roughly the same as thoroughness combined with fallenness. It is that the part of our lives that is determined for us are raw materials, if you like, for the project of creating our lives. Another example is the word courage, which he uses more often to mean facing one's anxiety and rising above. He has discussed certain stages. One of his stages is innocence. It is the pre-self, the conscious stage of the infant. The innocence is pre-moral, neither good nor bad. The second stage is rebellion. It is childhood adolescence, stages of developing one's ego or self-consciousness by means of contrast with adults from the no, from like when you are a 2-year-old and all you say is no, to when you are a teenager, instead of saying no, you're saying no way. Um, and his last stage is ordinary. They're normal. This is the normal adult ego. It's conventional and a little boring. But the stage he thinks everyone should reach is creativity. In creativity, this is an authentic adult, the existential stage beyond ego and self actualizing. This is a person who accepting destiny faces anxiety with courage. This person is a person who, like, that I read about when I read the article which I researched on the library. It was called My Experience with Psychotherapy. It was written because he was explaining in his research two theorists. One was Judd and the other was Rollo May. He studied under Mr. May as a student in college. Mr. May was one of his professors, and he didn't like psychology at first, and he grew to love psychology through the professors that he had, and the most influential one was Mr. May. This journal article was published on the Wiley Online Library at wileyonlinelibrary.com. It is volume 67. Philip Keedy, who wrote it, he went on to say that at first most people didn't like Mr. May because they felt that he was rigid and didn't show that much personality towards his clients. Even as this student who had him as a professor, he also went to him also for therapy. And he told a story about one time when he went in there to talk to Mr. May about the problems he was having at home with his family, how Mr. May didn't respond or give him the information he thought that he would give him. He just listened to him, but he never made a comment on which way he should go. At first, he felt kind of confused as why, as a therapist, and his theory was to help people. And he felt that he let him down because he felt that Mr. May wasn't helping him with the struggle that he was having in his life. But as he grew older and kept going to therapy under Mr. May, he came to understand why he didn't address the situation as the way Mr. Kitty thought he would. He was giving him the opportunity to come to the answer, finding the answer himself. As therapists, that's what all of our goals should be. Our goal is not to overpower the client by giving them, by putting into them what we think they should know or do. Our job is to help them reach or research and come up with the answers they need to come up with to find the answers. For instance, if somebody came to you that was suffering with anxiety, your answer shouldn't be, as a therapist, to push them off on some type of medication or try to resolve the issue for them. You should work through the issue with them by letting them talk to you and doing different tests to find out how you can help them along the journey to where they need to be. Thank you. Bye bye. I hope I did what was expected.